Okay everybody, I'm out here. I'm just going to kind of go over stuff, progress that I have made on the Bronco, and show you what it's looking like so far. My helper's out here helping me today. She's helping me and she's helping Mama. Right, Em? Okay, even though it's dirty, I got dirt on the mirrors here, but new mirrors on. Yesterday I cleaned and painted all 4 wheels, cleaned up the trim rings, which are not super good shape, but they're good enough. Painted the center caps. I've got chrome lug nuts coming for all 4 wheels because I've got some mismatched lug nuts. If I go around here, you can see that I've cleaned up the grill, cleaned up the scarlet red below the grill, and all the new headlights and the lenses are all polished. Okay, and I know I've showed it before, but here's the beauty mark on the Bronco. It's going to stay there because I don't feel like spending the money on fixing that. Here's what the wheels look like in the sun on this side. I'm pretty happy with them. Also, if you notice this side window here, while not perfect and still having scratches in it, I have buffed it and gotten a lot of the minor rash off of it so that it is now clear to see through. In fact, I think you might be able to see through all the way to the other side and see the scratches on the other window too. It's not perfect, like I said, and I could get new glass for it, but I'm not going to do that either. But it is much better than it was, and now you can see traffic out of it. Let's see, what else can I show you? Really haven't done anything, just I also buffed the side windows, got all the water spotting and stuff from over the years off of that. Also buffed the back window. Let's see, I got the spare tire cover. You probably have seen that or may have seen that in one of the other videos. The back bumper is actually cleaned up. I think you saw that in one of the first videos. I just have not cleaned the Bronco in quite some time. My next chore is to take the roof rack off and paint all the roof rack pieces and buff the roof and put the roof rack back on. That'll be the next thing. I was going to show you something over here also. Along with buffing that window, you can see that I just did a quick buff on the white paint here. It looks really good. The paint on it's going to buff up. In fact, you can see the difference between the 2 paints, I think, here. But anyway, it's going to buff up good when we get around to working on the outside. I think the next thing I need to do is try and get a muffler on it. As I said, the next thing I'm going to do is try and get a muffler on it. The muffler's got a couple of holes in it. It's got a bad seam and it's got a hole in it. Out here we don't, the tailpipes don't get all rusty. I put a new vacuum modulator in the transmission the other day, and it has reduced the hard shifting, which is a good thing. Let me open up this. This door panel I cleaned with all simple green and a brush, and I think it turned out real well. I think I may have showed it before, but the dash is all clean. I did, however, clean the steering wheel, which was absolutely horrendous. I don't think that the girl who had it ever washed her hands or washed anything inside this truck. I think I mentioned to you before that I used simple green on this seat. I used simple green on the driver's seat, although there are some stains on the front edge of the seat right over here, because when I cleaned the steering wheel, it dripped down on the seat, so I'm going to have to re-clean that. Another thing is I was going to paint the carpet, but I used simple green in this little square right here, and you can see that the mat stands back up and it's regained its color. I mean, there was bubble gum, there was all kinds of junk on that little spot right there. So I'm going to try and give a shot to cleaning the carpet in here and see how that goes. These are floor mats, cheap ones that I got off of eBay. I don't really care for them too much. As you can see, what a slob they were. All the potato chips and crap under the seat. Anyway, so the seats are looking good. The back seats are already in good shape. I've got a line on the headliner material and the adhesive and so forth. I think that's not going to be too big of a job. Cost probably about $40, a little under $50 to get that done. Now let me show you what I've accomplished underneath the hood. Okay, I think I've talked about it before, but I replaced the map sensor back there. Today I replaced the throttle position sensor. I have yet to clean whatever this thing is called. Did a bunch of cleaning underneath here. As you can see back there, cleaned the firewall, cleaned the windshield wiper motor housing. Just as much cleaning as I could possibly do under here. More firewall cleaning down there. Wound up rebuilding the power steering pump. That's where all my, well, not all, but the majority of my fluid was coming from, and it's been sitting here for a week, and you can see down there on the steering box that there is no fluid down there. What else can I tell you? I don't know, just cleaned a lot of stuff in here. I know it doesn't make a hill of beans, but I buffed the top edges of the intake here. I took flat black paint and went over the fiber mat here, which cleaned it up quite a bit. I also used simple green and rubbing compound and wax to get all of the inside edge of the hood here, and all the way down all the sides, and all the way down in the edge of the hood here. So if I stand back here, the whole engine compartment and everything looks pretty good now. I buffed the steering, the hood rod was just covered with, I don't know what, crap. 30 years of crap probably. Anyways, I took that off, buffed it all up, got it all shipshape. Put a new holder in for that. I think everything under the hood is ready to go now. I think the truck really looks good from the front. All that stuff cleaned up nicely. I've got to get the headlights adjusted properly. And I'm going to take that bumper off and straighten it. I think I mentioned that before. I'm going to try to straighten it. We'll see how that goes. Anyway, I guess for today, trying to think of anything else that I replaced. I've replaced a whole bunch of stuff, but nothing expensive, just a bunch of stuff. But anyway, for today, I think I'll let you go. Okay, gang, I know it's a little bit windy out here today, but that's it for what's been the progress on the Bronco. So I'll let you go.